This video is presented by the EA Sports Creator Network. What's good, football gamers? It's your boy Fen checking in with big thanks to EA for letting me bring you this early access Madden 25 content today. Keep in mind that everything you see here has been captured on a pre-release build and is still a work in progress. In this video, we're taking a first look at some of the best players in the game this year in the updated Pro Bowl presentation to see which stars shine the brightest when they are all over the field. I wanted to make sure you could enjoy this preview of Madden 25 gameplay uninterrupted without me yapping over the commentators or a face cam taking up any space, so I recorded this beta footage in its raw form with no edits nor additions. When you get your hands on the game in just a couple of days, you'll be able to play out this all-star contest under the quick play heading and scroll over to the Pro Bowl. Hope you enjoy.
The showcase of the best players in the NFL is coming up as we celebrate the latest edition of the Pro Bowl. The stars of the AFC and NFC are ready to shine. Next on EA Sports.
This is a very special presentation of EA Sports and the National Football League as we come to you from the stadium where the legendary coach and our namesake John Madden once paced the sidelines. This is the Coliseum in Oakland, and it will play host to the annual AFC-NFC Pro Bowl, part of the Pro Bowl games. The best players in the NFL all on one field as we are underway in this Pro Bowl spectacular. Well, now how about this return? And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. So out comes the NFC for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their third-year quarterback.
And you'd think as a young QB there'd be some nerves leading an offense out to start a game, but haven't seen any sign of them right now. And speaking with him earlier this week, sensed that the pressure wouldn't get to him. He feels comfortable being the face of this offense and shouldering the expectations on game day, even if he doesn't quite have the years of experience other quarterbacks do.
First play, and Purdy wants to throw it. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down. That's his first catch in this, his first Pro Bowl.
And if I were him, I'd keep the football. I know it may seem like a little thing, but as you said, his first Pro Bowl, that's a big announcement to the rest of the league that he's arrived, that he's one of the better players. Keep the football, put it up on the mantle, and celebrate his first Pro Bowl catch. Hopefully there'll be more to come.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 29, here's the 2nd down and 4. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
Play action. Now Purdy. And he's got it. Touchdown. A.J. Brown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the NFC has taken the early lead. So the NFC with our first touchdown of the game. And, of course, we'll probably see some offense in this one. I don't know, though, that we'll see what we saw in 2013 when the NFC posted 62 points.
You talk about pyrotechnics. That was crazy, even for a Pro Bowl. 62 points. I think you wore out your voice in that one, talking about all the touchdowns that were scored.
I would love to see 63 or more, though, I got to tell you. All about offense in this thing.
Pro Bowl offense. Let's go.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. His kick is good, and the NFC goes up 7-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The AFC heading out. A lot of stars to choose from over in that conference, but their starter at quarterback, it's Lamar Jackson.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now, he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Jackson. Caught by Allen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Jackson now. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Second down at 6 now from the 42. Now Jackson. With no hesitations, they go right back to Kelce. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
Play action. Now Jackson. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill. A 20-yard touchdown. And the AFC is an extra point away from tying this game up. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So now we'll get our second look in this game at the NFC offense. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Here's Purdy. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Roquan Smith in there to drop him for a loss on the play. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. These two teams all tied after one. The NFC with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back deep to return is Marvin Mims. This is taken at about the 14. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the AFC will take over 1st and 10. Lamar Jackson going to lead the AFC offense back out there. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short. Could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
It's not often that we chastise people in a Pro Bowl, But offensive line, come on now. You got to give him a chance back there. He got clobbered on that play.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Jackson to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First catch so far by Chase. It's a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Shavarius Ward in on the tackle.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Now it's Jackson. Throw left side complete to Chase. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Throwing is Jackson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake in the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Jackson. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now it's Jackson. That one complete to Hill. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 10-yard line.
2nd and 2. First down marker at the 8. Again, Jackson. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. Now the AFC going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Here's Jackson. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. Now the AFC going to take a timeout. It's their second as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll bring a tight end in motion. Mostert will take this one in for an AFC touchdown.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Tucker now to add the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive, 12 plays in length.
And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Raheem Mostert.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The NFC takes possession here late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Now Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the NFC going to call the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here. The same target, same result. It's Kittle.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game.
Back to throw, Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. Now the NFC going to take a timeout, their second. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And throwing here, Purdy. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. Touchdown! A.J. Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the NFC just an extra point away from tying up this game.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Aubrey now for the PAT.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards.
And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The AFC offense going to possess the football one more time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the AFC going to use their final timeout of the half as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. It's a gain of a couple on what should be the final carry of half number 1. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we send you cross country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26. The AFC offense now set to start this third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
They go play action with Jackson. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
Now a 2nd and 10. A quick throw there is incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
To throw is Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is, because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Completes it right side to Cooper. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Bert?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
To throw again is Jackson. To the right side, it's Kelsey.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he? Rush coming, and he's taken down. That's sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Jackson now. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Oh, that's just not fair. And now room to run. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one goes for 30 yards.
When you get into the second half of a tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance. And this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary, and that's a job well done there.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Jackson. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's Jackson to throw. This is caught. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
2nd and goal from the 1. Now Jackson. Escape. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now it's Jackson. And that is caught for an AFC touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the AFC has broken this tie.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Wide receiver A.J. Brown. You see he and the rest of his mates returning to the field here.
Not a bad day at the office there. Maybe he would like the catch number to go up a little bit, but I think most guys would say 2 catches, 2 touchdowns. That's okay.
I think if the catch number goes up, we start talking about the record books, because at that pace, this type of efficiency, oh yeah, I think I'd throw it to him a little bit more often.
Purdy now to throw. Oh, short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
That is caught.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's NFC football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
3rd and 4. Shotgun now with Purdy. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. The AFC's offense and Lamar Jackson set to take over once again. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The offense for the AFC set to go now. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. It's Hill, complete.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Throwing is Jackson. Well, the NFC pressure a little too much as they get home for the sack.
Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him, but even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Jackson. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So the AFC with the football as we welcome you back. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches.
They'll try and run here with Mostert.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Again, they'll run it with Mostert.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
Now the NFC going to take a timeout, their 2nd. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
Now the NFC going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
A run with Mostert up the middle.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert.
And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the 1st as the tackle is made at the 33.
It's 4th down.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the 1st quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And how about that return? Inside the 20-yard line.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
This is 1st and 10. To throw is Purdy. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
Aubrey now for the point after. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it. So, Charles, final thoughts on this AFC victory.
Bottom line, nobody appeared to be seriously hurt. That's the first thing we look for in this game. Well played, a lot of fun, a lot of excitement. I think that everyone's going to go home pretty happy, especially the AFC since they won the game.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Good night, everybody.